Hey there everyone, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and today I'm going to teach you all about the fastest planet liberation methodology. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to bank liberation really quickly, and I recommend this technique in times when you really want to get a major order done, but there just aren't enough people, or the order is looking really incapable of being completed. You can actually apply and use this technique together with your friends to bank liberation fast. First, let me show you the technique, and then I'll do a little bit of math at the end of the video to show you exactly how amazing this technique can be for people that, like if we all came together as Helldivers and all use this technique together. Okay, so let me start by talking about the technique. First and foremost, you'll want to select a trivial mission. There's a variety of different trivial missions. Each of them have their own completion time. But regardless of what mission you select, you can get roughly the same completion time of under 3 minutes. How do you do that? Okay, let me demonstrate the methodology to you. First, we're going to drop in on this illegal broadcast tower. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to use a little stopwatch. I'm not just going to take the total time of the mission. I'm actually going to take the time it takes from when we click the mission, drop in on the planet, all that kind of stuff, include the mission completion time, and when we come back to the mission terminal to select this again, all right, we're gonna time that entire thing and determine what is the average total time it takes to bank liberation. All right, so let's begin. I'm gonna start the stopwatch now. Here we go.
Mission coordinates
okay, once you have selected the mission, you will drop in. Now there is an ideal loadout for this, but this was already gone through on stream. Okay, we're gonna show you the fastest methodology, not the more reasonable methodology. Now, Hellpod space optimization, pretty standard. 500 kilogram bomb, laser, barrage, emancipator mech. The only thing you really need is the 500 kilogram bomb and the orbital laser. All right. The other thing you're gonna need is the Scorcher primary weapon. Why? It helps you kill yourself faster. Okay. So we've already spent about 35 seconds setting up this. Now I have to show you how long it takes to complete the mission. We'll get the total time together, all right, and we can determine how long it takes for the full process to be complete. Now you can land directly on the tower, next to the tower, whatever. Either way works, okay? Now what do? Now you start murdering yourself, okay? So you want to burn to death 5 times. And this is the sad part. Like I said, this technique doesn't require any skill, but it is annoying. Okay, nobody likes it. We understand why nobody likes it. It's very boring. But that's okay. Sometimes you gotta accept that, right? Once the laser is done burning and there's nothing left to burn, okay, this is how you can off yourself. Use the Scorcher. Take it out there. Okay, done. Now repeat this process 2 to 3 more times.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
My phone timer, now the mission timer is obviously not even a minute yet, but the phone timer says that we are at 1 minute and 44 seconds. Okay, so we're almost done with this technique. Now I'll be demonstrating in this video, unedited as always, that this technique works with some other mission types. Previously when I did a video like this, I only showed one mission type, which was illegal broadcast station, but I'm going to show you a variety of different mission types to show you how it all comes together. Okay, all right, done.
Sometimes the price of victory is the
Now,
blood of heroes.
we can't stop the timer yet. 1 minute 22 seconds to complete this, and you're going to see the liberation banking screen, but all of this, including these screen times, need to be accounted for. They need to be accounted for, all right, so that you guys can see the actual average time taken to complete a trivial mission and bank the liberation. All right, there's the currency screen, and we will now show the liberation. Now, at this time of day, we're going to get 3 liberation points, but we're going to use 2 liberation points in the calculation later, because most of the day, you're only going to get 2 liberation points, not 3, okay? I'm shooting this video at a very off-peak time. Okay, so I'm still not stopping the timer just yet, okay? The timer is still running because we need to get back to the mission terminal. Now, assuming I don't have to show this to you guys, I'll stop the timer now. 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Now, I know you can't really see that, but 2 minutes and 55 seconds, it is actually possible to do this in under 3 minutes for the full process. That being said, That's only because that's the illegal broadcast tower mission. I'm going to show you a slightly different mission, which is this one. Eliminating the Devastators. This one is similar, okay?
Pods prime.
But the completion time is a bit longer. Why is that the case? Because, you have to eliminate Devastators. It's not like just eliminate the broadcast station, off you go. You can still do it in a similar time, okay? But there are others that will not have the same, the same completion times, like the fuel depots and all that. This one is relatively similar, but slightly longer. Okay? So I've started my little timer again. Let's get going. On average, it is going to be about 3 minutes, but some of the longer ones will take about 4 or 5 minutes for the full cycle. For the full cycle, including the completion of the mission. The longest one is the ammunition stockpile. Try to avoid that one if you can. All right, so what do you do here? Same process as before. As soon as you get in, all right, if you die, it's okay. It doesn't really matter if you die. That just helps you along. Okay, you die, you get in. Again, like I said, it doesn't matter what happens. What you need to do is get out of your pod and throw the laser. Number of times you die is irrelevant. And drop a 500 kilogram bomb too if you can. All right. All of this helps speed you along.
The extraction shuttle awaits your request.
Democracy has landed.
If you ever end up in a situation where you can't properly stand, just murder yourself with the Scorcher. It's easy. Okay. You've got 2 more deaths and the mission is already completed. Now remember, the mission must be completed before you can actually do anything. Now, you can't steer your hell pod, no problem. You can just off yourself like this.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Now the timer was about 30 seconds slow because I was explaining stuff to you guys. So I'm actually gonna add 30 seconds onto the timer once this is finished to show you all the average time, the actual average time. Because I started it after I dropped on the planet. I did not include the selections and all that. Okay, there we go. Mission completed, but like I said, we can't stop the timer just yet. So this is going to appear to be faster because of, everything, but in actuality, it'll be slightly longer. And if I add the 30 seconds, you will see that. One minute, 27 seconds for the mission completion time. And once again, 3 liberation is probably going to be banked. Now, unfortunately, you cannot speed through these. All right. You're going to end up back on your ship. As soon as you do, you can cancel that screen, run in. Okay. Getting ready to stop the timer.
The Helldivers battle for freedom.
Okay. So, it is now 2 minutes and 27 seconds, but we have to add the 30 seconds that I failed to account for earlier. And you will end up at roughly 2 minutes 55, right? Okay. Now, going in one more time. This is the, well, I could show you the fuel one as well, but this is the longest one. This one is the fuel sabotage mission. We're going to start the timer now. All right. The fuel sabotage mission is a bit different.
Pods prime.
The fuel sabotage mission can take up to 5 minutes to complete the full cycle. So be aware of this. You want to drop with the fuel reserves because you'll be dealing with the, you'll be dealing by hell bombing it.
Synchronized.
So the same usual stuff should apply. Okay, you can just go in with stuff like that. If you really want to make things faster, you can take a jetpack, but it's up to you. I don't really care. I'll show you without the jetpack. But what I will do is I'll take the stamina enhancement so that I can run longer and faster. Okay, the rest of the equipment is exactly the same. Absolutely no difference in that. We're going to go in now. Now, this one takes longer because there are 2 objectives despite the fact that it is a trivial mission. Okay, so you're going to have to complete both objectives before you can start offing yourself. You've got 5 reinforcements, so it shouldn't really matter, but when you actually take into account all the time that it's taken for all this, it does end up being pretty long. Okay?
All the galaxy looks to you for salvation. Let nothing stand in the way of liberty.
I think, wait, why did you bother preserving yourself if you want to die? Because what you need to do first and foremost is hellbomb this piece of crap. If you do not hellbomb this piece of crap, then you are going to have a worse time. Because there is no way, as far as I found, to destroy the fuel depot without hellbombs. So once that's done, okay, you want to activate this. And assuming you don't waste time with boomer reflexes like me, you should be fine. You should be good to go. Okay? Once that's done, ping the next area and start running.
200 meters.
I've heard that the stamina booster can increase your movement speed a little bit. I don't know if that works, but it'll certainly help you sprint for longer. So abuse that and get to the next location straight away. Right now the timer is already at 1 minute 50 seconds. Alright, it's fairly long. Like I said, this is a long ass mission compared to the others. This is the longest one that you will have. So if you end up with these as your last only choice and you got no other choices, you can still do this one to bank quick liberation, but like I said, it will take some time. Okay, now you want to use your laser on this base. It's more important that you use your laser on this base than the others. Okay, you can throw in the 380 as well, but I don't recommend it until you've done your objective. Here's what you have to do. Get into the base and start bushwhacking. Fun fact, knives can actually take out these stockpiles. If you die, that's okay. But there's 3 ammunition stockpiles. 2 of them are below. 1 is at the upper part of the base, which we're going to drop into now. And once you drop close to the upper part of the base, you'll be able to see the last stockpile, which is up there. Just throw a knife at it or a grenade at it, and you're fine. Now, yes, you are meant to kill yourself, but you don't want an embarrassing KD, right? You want to take more of them along with you than you died, so there you go. Okay, now you can absolutely murder yourself. And as you're coming down, if you see any of their automatons, murder them. Okay, in cold blood.
Point me to the enemy.
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
There we go. Come on, come on, come on.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
There's another fun way you can do this without shooting yourself with the gun. Just walk through the mines.
Reinforcement budget running low.
Okay, there's another way that you can sort of take the time to do it,
Request
but not be as bored. Like I said, this one will unfortunately be, unlike the others, around 5 minutes. So it depends on the average time. Like it depends on the number of missions you get that are fuel reserves and ammunition stockpile. Because unfortunately, this one, you know, is ass compared to the others. But I'll show you the timer for this one. Okay, that should be it.
They gave their last breath.
Bada bing, bada boom, we're finished.
ensuring the immortality
It
of
took 3 minutes to
man's
finish this one,
democracy.
but don't forget we've got additional time that we have to account for. Okay?
Another victory for
Now we have to make it back to the mission terminal before we stop the timer.
The Galactic War.
Okay,
A
so the
battleground
timer
of
ends up
your
like 4
heroic
minutes and 43 seconds, which is fine, but
Innocents
mathematically
perish
speaking,
with every
that sets a
wasted
time of 5 minutes. So
Where's that?
unfortunately, even with the fastest completion rate, you're going to take around 5 minutes to complete that particular mission. Now, we've done a little bit of averaging here. I'm going to actually show you the math. First, let me show you the helldivers.io page. We have about 28,000 divers on Marfark right now. Okay, and if we go to this little Google spreadsheet that I have prepared for you guys, okay, I'm going to go through the math involved in this and explain to you guys how it all works and how fast we can actually do stuff if we put our minds to it. Okay, let me first start by saying, if a planet is at 0, you're going to need 1 million liberation points. This accounts for 100%. So 1 million liberation is 100%, okay? Just take note of that. Now, the average time taken for all of these missions, we're using an average of 4. We actually worked out the average to be about 4.2 if we include the fuel reserve missions, but some people don't encounter them for ages before their map fills up with 3 fuel reserves and they have to do one. Some people do encounter them often. So on average, it's going to take you about 4 minutes per full cycle to bank liberation. So this is the average that we've selected that more appropriately accounts for all the time taken. Like I said, most of the earlier ones we were finishing 2 minutes 55 seconds roughly, okay, for the full cycle. So yeah, time taken about 4 minutes on average. Now, if there are 60 minutes in an hour, this means that it's potentially possible to complete 15 trivials per hour. Okay, even if we were to use a more conservative estimate of just 5 minutes per trivial, we end up with 12 trivials per hour. That's a lot, right? Okay, the liberation earned, like I mentioned, we're going to use the figure of 2 instead of the previous figure of 3 that we were getting during those missions, which you saw. Like I said, raw and edited footage, you've seen it all. Why are we using a figure of 2? Because that's the average that you're going to get most of the time. When the player population is like 80, 90, 100, you're not going to get 3 per mission. You're going to get 2 per trivial, okay? So we're using 2 to calculate. This means that if we use a liberation earned of 2 per mission, and we can do 12 trivials in the hour, you know, taking 5 minutes each, the total liberation we can earn within an hour is 24. In fact, if you check my stream where I showcase the fastest liberation methodology, within about 2 hours, we had actually earned close to 60 liberation. So it was way beyond this, and I was banking 2 liberation per mission, okay? So if the total number of divers, let's take the total number of divers right now. If we had 28,000, all 28,000 divers on Marfark. Now, this is going to assume that they all go solo and all do solo trivials. If we were to take 28,000 divers on Marfark right now, did you know that we would earn, assuming all these numbers are correct, we would earn 672,000 liberation per hour? Do you know what that means? This, if we divide this by this, and we turn this into a percentage, okay? Do you know that that means that we would be banking 67.2% liberation per hour? The automatons have a regeneration rate of minus 2.5% per hour. So what if we add that in? Okay, what if we add that in? Let's just put minus 2.5% up here. And then lo and behold, we would still be getting 67. This is after accounting for regeneration rate of 2.5%. We would still be, oops, sorry. Let me just make sure the formula is super correct. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we would still be getting 64.7% liberation per hour. How much are we actually getting right now? Let's use some real figures. Right now, we are only earning 7.16% per hour. All right, then minus the 2.5% liberation, we get 4.7 up there. So we are only earning 7.16% per hour. This means that most people are not applying a technique like this. And guess what? If you guys were willing, all right, let me just show you a little bit of math. We don't need to do 12 trivials in an hour like this. What if you guys, okay, what if you guys, let me just quickly show you right now. What if you guys just did, say, 5 trivials? 5 trivials times, okay, let's make it even better. What if you just gave up 20 minutes of your gaming time? That means 4 trivials, right? If you were able to do 4 trivials, okay, 4 trivials multiplied by 2 liberation, that's 8, right? So you're adding 8 extra liberation for whatever your gaming session is. If 28,000 people added just 8 liberation individually, we would get 200, okay? 224,000 liberation points. That equates to, let's do the math right here, and we'll put it into percentage terms. That equates to 22.4%. If your gaming session is good, like if before their gaming session, 28,000 of the divers gave up 20 minutes, just 20 minutes to do 4 trivial missions, they would bank 22.4% liberation. Just 20 minutes before your game session, all right? This is what, oops, sorry, switch windows without even checking. My apologies. This is the thing that I want to highlight to you guys. If you guys are willing, all right, let's start a movement here. 20 minutes of your gaming time. Give up 20 minutes of your gaming time to bank 4 trivial missions, and that's it. You will see such a difference. If we got every single Helldiver to do this, every planet liberation would be so easy to do. You guys have seen the evidence. You guys have seen how much liberation I banked. I banked 9 there in the time of this entire video. It's not even at 20 minutes yet. I banked 9. Granted, I'm playing at an off-peak time, but come on. You guys can do it. If you guys are willing to give up just 20 minutes of your game time, apply this technique, do 4 trivials, watch how the liberation changes. Then you can go off and play your game as per normal, you know? But this is how much the liberation can change. This is how much the warfront can be changed by just 28,000 divers willing to give up 20 minutes of their game time. What if you were willing to give up more? What if we had 10,000 divers willing to give up an hour to do trivials? I think you can see that the numbers are in our favor. So spread the word out there. help get the liberation done. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my video content. To all of our channel members, to all of our channel supporters, the top supporters for June, our channel members, the OnlyFans, this Plus Ultra people, thank you so much for supporting everything that I do. Thank you so much for everything that you give to me. And thank you for keeping me in business all this time. Thank you to everybody watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys are keeping this channel in business. You guys are the ones spreading the knowledge. I'm just here to share the info and do the math for you. All right? Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good day. Share this video. Get this information out. Let's get our liberation done. All right? I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good day now. Bye-bye.